Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 6 of our one of Southag preview videos as we get into the third and final of the Czechoslovak divisions, though we still have one more Division 4 pack to go on afterwards, but that one is the 9th Motostrelecke Division, which is the Mechanized formation, and a bit of the middle of the bunch division, though quite a couple of strong forces there as well. So let's jump right in and have a look around, starting in the logistics tab, where we see the familiar by now 350 point truck and the T813 with its 2000 supply. Good, reliable trucks here. Really solid start. OT62 CV, 2 availability, 40, pretty standard. Tracked CV, just armored box. BMP1 here, familiar by now as well. Looking pretty solid as well. And then we have the Mi-17 as a supply, and the Mi-19 variant as CV. And then the PMZ Infantry, we get a good bunch of. And we start with 7 military MG. We also have AGS in this one, the only division for the Czech where this shows up. AGL coming in here for them with the AGS 17. So that's a nice start. We also have the security unit that we also had in the first with a 10-man squad coming into the truck, and the military police coming in the little police trucks as well. 2 police option here as well. Both looking good. Coming around as well, but we're likely not going to use them in this division either. The Velitel Motostrelecke coming in with the BVP2 once more. So 2 divisions with BMP2 for the Czechoslovaks. Once more, the Motostrelecke with only BMP1 here, coming along with the double medium machine gun and the RPG-75 for cheap price. And then if you want to go BMP2, you need to use the Motostrelecke RPG-7. So there you get those, and the RPG-7 VM. And once more 3 card though, so you can get a lot of BMP2. Price is pretty high. BMP1 for 25 points, really cost efficient currently, so that's a decent option as well. You also have the anti-tank one here in this one as well, so Motostrelecke and Panzerownicy showing up in all 3 divisions. Really reliable unit here. And this one only with the BMP1, not with the BMP2 though. The Zalosnici big squads here, 10 hit points. Reservist units coming in here with 1 card as well, 12 availability, 1 MG. So military police maybe, but you only have 1 card, so not too sure about that one. And then we have the Velitel Sinistu, and then the Siniste in the flamethrower and the charge one. And both can come with the OT-64, which is a nice transport there with the Dushka M on top. So that's a solid option here for the transport that you could consider here if you want to have some engineers. Then we come to the Reconnaissance rifle, the BZK 82mm VZ 59 Reconnaissance rifle. It's just a pretty standard one here with 15 pen. So yeah, can do its job. Comes with veterancy, and yeah, in general, just a pretty solid one. Not having the special forces though, as these guys unfortunately don't get special traits. Velitel Vizhatkaru coming around as the special forces leader, as this is where the infantry tab special forces for the Czechoslovaks go. And they can come in helicopter only, Mi-2 up to Mi-17. Mi-17 here coming around, and the Vizhatkari Special Forces Infantry being a solid bunch, 10 hit points, good RPG, 2 MGs. Like, this is just a really solid special forces. For special forces level, this is nothing super special, but it's a good one, and can come in with MA-17 and MA-17 rockets. So yeah, pretty solid bunch there. And you get a Conquerors with these guys as well, but only in helicopters. So that's the only ATGM team you get. It's finally Conquerors, but Me Too T as the only transport, so that's can be a bit annoying, but at least you get some Conquerors teams here in this deck. Artillery Tab is a pretty dope one. You get 120mm mortar, 82mm mortar, and then you get the Bram S, which is a weird little mortar as well. Though it has the accuracy of the mortar, but it has the flight path of an artillery piece, which makes it actually pretty solid. And it has a Conquerors in the rear here. ATGM on the rear and a 50 cal as well, so it actually can be a frontline unit. I wish it would have mediocre stealth instead of bad stealth, so that you can really use it a bit more as an ATGM vehicle. This way, I feel like it's still a bit wasted on the front line, and you pay a bit for this without really being able to use it, but yeah, in general, it's kind of okay. You have the D30, as I talked before earlier. Unfortunately, D30 got a bit squashed as all 432 availability units are now 421 availability units. Huge in standardizing the veterancy curve is there, and the D30 did suffer under it. So yeah, have to wait till artillery work, I guess, till we see this unit again. And then we have the Guadstick artillery piece here with the classic stats, but this looks pretty shabby next to the Dana and the SHK-2S7. This is what we know as the Pavonia in the Polish. 2 salvo lengths, not quite as good as the Malka, but still 2 or 3 military artillery, so pretty strong. These 2 cards, for sure, quite nice. And then you also get some RM70s. So with the Bram, the Danas, the 2S7s, and the RM70s, you have a fantastic artillery tab here. Tank tab gets you Malyutkas, gets you Conquerors, and gets you 1 major guns with an artillery piece as well. Coming along here. That multi-role AT gun, really interesting. Gonna be interesting to see how people will be able to use it, as obviously it's kind of an ambush weapon. So if you fire it as an artillery gun, revealing where your ambush weapon is, like it's gonna be hard to make this really effective. But I'm interested to see if people can make it work. The Conquerors, pretty nice one as well. Malyutka, yeah, not so great, but pretty fine. And then we have the T55 AM1. And that is a modernized fire control system on an T55 that hasn't been up armored though. So it has the long range, 2275 of an AM2, but only 11 frontal armor. Costs only 105 points though, and that's quite nice. You have the good wet curve of the normal T55 as well, so you can bring them at 4 at 2 wet, and that is really quite scary. Like, this is a good card. No smoke though on this one as well, so that's a big weakness, but having it long range, 14 pen, pretty solid, 155 points, fair price as well. T55 M1, a really nice one. And yeah, we will see it in the 31st Soviet division as well. T72 M1 coming along here with smoke and a good gun. This is the one that we know from the Polish and the East Germans as well. Really solid modernized T72, and yeah, that can do the job. 3 cards, 2 cards of these, that gives you a good tank tab. The slots are a bit harsh, especially with the other units here in well, but the tanks are for sure quite nice for a mechanized division. OT65 with exceptional optics, that's a good start in the Recon tab. Recon tab numbers a bit limited, but the options you get are pretty solid. You get your normal 4-man Recon here with the Prushkumnitsi. You get the 8-man team that can come in OT64 with submachine guns and a machine gun, a bit weird weapon loadout as your Sunitsi here, as your shock engineers, recon engineers. And then you get the special forces here that can come in helicopter or OT65 with 1 MG, smoke, and an RPG. The motorized one, this time only in BMP1, not in BMP2 for this division, but still RPG 7VM. This is still a good squad. And then you get your Special Forces Recon number 2, which is the 6-man squad that we know from the first already as well. Can come in Me Too as well. Pretty solid squad fighting wise. And you get the BP ZV Swatava as well, which is just pretty phenomenal. Exceptional optics. It has an ATGM, it has smoke, it has a gun that can do a bit. Artis SHPZ coming around as well here with the GSR. This is really helpful too. So 2 exceptional optics units here again. Special Forces Recon. No, actually even 3 if you go with this. And then we have maybe the ugliest unit in the game with the Me 17 Z2, which is both a jammer helicopter having 40% ECM and a second helicopter being able to like kind of locate the enemy with that second trait. So this is a really interesting little helicopter. Though with so many other good units, I'm not quite sure if you're really gonna use it. But yeah, really capable little guy. And AA tab, we have Iglas, we have Stellas, we have the Yesterka, we have the Cube. So pretty basic as well. No mid-range AA platform, but the double card of Cube is nice. The Yesterka does the good enough job against helicopters. Not great against planes. Really, that's kind of down to the Cubes and the Iglas, but yeah, you don't have that many slots anyway, so it's gonna be 2 Cube cards and then the Yester card, maybe an Igla. We're gonna see how that goes. Helicopters, Me Too URP with the Malut gas as a cheap one. You get some Me-17 with rockets, and then you get Mi-24s, Vs, the more modern ones here in this division with only 1 availability, with Cocons, with a really interesting loadout here with big rockets. This one I think will be pretty scary for Cocons and big rockets, and then the one with that we know already with 80mm rockets and 8 Cocons, pretty standard as well. Air Tap is a pretty interesting one as well. The first Su-25 outside of Soviet usage. So we get MiG-21 MF with R-13Ms and R-60Ms as air-to-air planes. Decent shotgun fighter. We get MiG-29As with the classic loadout that we know from all the other pact nations as well. Like really the basic 4 R-73 and 2 R-27Rs setup. And then a seed plane, Su-22 seed in the classic seed loadout that we know for it as well. And yeah, a rocket plane, an HE plane, a cluster plane, and an AT plane, the classic Su-25 variants here, coming in for the Czechoslovaks as well. So that's going to be an interesting one as well. So yeah, everybody, this is the second Czechoslovak division. Yeah, I think this one will be pretty powerful as well. The Danas and the 3 here in general, pretty good. The tank tab here, once more, quite nice. The mechanized infantry, you're gonna have a lot of as well, with a bit of special forces. Like, this seems to be just a pretty basic pack division, and I'm all here for it. It's just like the side step of some other nations. It has its own unique stuff with the the artillery tab, the Bram here, the Yesterka, the special forces, and the Svatava and so on. So like there are some nice special things here for the Czechoslovaks, but still feeling absolutely like what you would expect out of packed mechanized forces with T-55s and T-72s. And I like it. I think this will be a fun division. Let me know down below what you think, and see you all in the next one.